Well, the day the Blue Jays fans, as well as Phil Perkins, have been waiting for, it's finally here. This afternoon, Toronto kicks off its postseason run, facing the Yankees in the playoffs for the first time. For more, let's go live to CP24's Phil Perkins, who's at the Rogers Center. Phil, not only are you at the Rogers Center, but are you going to be going to New York when the series shifts there as well?
You bet. I did not believe it when I heard it, Bakari, CP24 as well as CTV Toronto. We're going to New York, I'm not going to sing anymore. Not singing anymore. But we're going. We're going for Game 3, Game 4. That's next Tuesday and Wednesday under the lights at New Yankee Stadium, 8 o'clock. We'll see. We might not have to be there for a Game 4 if the Jays win out at home. Kevin Gausman starting today. Trey Savage, the rookie, starting tomorrow. And then you got Shane Bieber, the highly coveted arm that they picked up during the trade deadline, starting Game 3 in the Bronx. Hey, the Jays could potentially sweep, but they have to go through the Yankees first in Game 1 of the ALDS. There is no history between these two teams in the playoffs. They've played each other 738 times in the regular season, but they've never faced each other in the postseason. The Jays holding the regular season record of 8-5 against the Bronx Bombers. That is why they're in position they are right now. That is having home field advantage during the ALDS. That is why they won the AL East and didn't have to go through the wild card to take on the Boston Red Sox or the New York Yankees. And so here they are. We did not. You said I've been dreaming about this day. I wasn't even thinking about this day, Bakari, when the season started. Expectations. You talk to anybody, you gave them some honesty pills, they'd tell you they didn't think this Jays team had an AL East title in their future. But here we are. They played ball, and now they're up against Giancarlo Stanton, Aaron Judge, and the New York Yankees for Game 1, but they're going to have to do so without some pretty key players on their roster. Max Scherzer, the Cy Young winner, he is not going to be on the ALDS roster. That is primarily a strategical decision by John Schneider, the manager. Also, Chris Bassett, one of the good pitchers for the Toronto Blue Jays, one of the main starters. Now he is still coming back from injury, so they're going to leave him on ice until hopefully the ALCS. And then Bo Bichette, also a huge player in this team. The reason why they're in this position right now, they're being cautious with his lower body injury, and he will not be on the ALDS roster. But as I mentioned before, this team is a full team. Guys like Nathan Lucas, David Schneider, Ernie Clement, they have all made contributions at the bottom of the order. We heard from George Springer, the elder statesman on the team. This is what he had to say about some of the names left out of this round's roster.
It just feeds into who we are as a team. It's the next man up. Unfortunately for us, he's been such a integral part of this team this whole year, and without Bo, we probably wouldn't be in this position. So to know that he's hurting on the inside, he wants to play just as bad as everybody here wants him to play, is tough. But you know what, I hope in the next few weeks or he'll be able to contribute.
Yeah, so that is George Springer talking about Bo Bichette, who they're going to have to win the ALDS to try to give him a shot at some playoff baseball. Also reminding people, Bo Bichette is a free agent. He can go somewhere else next year. So they want to get him another crack with this team in the playoffs. Pressures on him, pressures on, obviously, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who has not playing at his best as of late, Bakari. Also, pressure on John Schneider. He has not won a postseason game for this team yet. They've all been wild card games. Those are, one or two. They're now a 3-game series. But Jays haven't won one under Schneider as manager. So he has some pressure a little bit as well on him. And he's already made what some might say could be a controversial call, starting Trey Savage Game 2 tomorrow at 4 o'clock. The 22-year-old rookie getting a start in a big spot. Back to you.
Okay. Hey, Phil, just double checking. What time is first pitch this afternoon?
It is precisely at, let me check, it's 4 o'clock. Baseball gets weird. Baseball gets weird, Bakari. It is at 4:08. But if you are thinking of, taking your time to get here, they're going to be doing player introductions a little bit before that. They're going to do the anthem, the whole ceremony before first pitch. So if you're looking to take GO Transit TTC, leave now. Just leave now. Get here.
All right, and we're going to be checking back in with you throughout the afternoon. CP24's Phil Perkins live
You bet.
at Rogers Center. Thanks, Phil.